It's Monday though, right? I heard it kind of really sexy. Wait, this is sweet, but Valentine's Day is Monday, right? I was like, yes, it is. But it was a fun family night. So tonight, our kids are not asleep. So even though it's date night, well, they're with us a little bit, but hopefully they'll stay upstairs. But we are going to jump into our date night event. Yeah.
There you go.
So we are Miguel and Brittany Sewell. Tell them more about us. Why are we doing that?
We decided that so many couples out there, you see all the Valentine's gifts and candy and chocolates and whatnot.
So many things.
Whether you're out on a date at a restaurant or doing something at home, it's always hard to find something that is balanced in nutrition and is delicious at the same time. Specifically, even if you're at a restaurant, trying to find something that is not going to hurt whether you're watching how many calories you're taking, or if it's healthy for you, whatever it is. It's hard to do that at a restaurant, and so we decided, hey, might as well just give the people, the social media, everyone out there, an opportunity to see what you can have with Ezra Snacks as an option and alternative to those high in sugar desserts. Ezra Snacks believes in snacking healthy.
Being able to indulge while also still staying sugar-free while fueling your body with good ingredients. So it's not just junk or empty calories, but there's good fuel within these sweet treats that you're having. And so we're really passionate about that. So just a little throwing it out there, just saying this cutie little thing would be a great Valentine's Day gift, a little date night gift.
There you go.
Don't have to do tons of junk. I mean, it's out there because we went to a little event last night. Our kids played some fun games like musical chairs, and we came home with a slew of Valentine's candy, little heart boxes, little the long tubes full of stuff, full of junk, and it's put up and hopefully we'll get lost. However, we have lots of options these days. So tonight, we're not only going to be showing you our favorite desserts and the things you can, how you can enjoy low sugar fueling snacks, but we're also going to show you our favorite adult beverages for a date night or a girls' night out or a guys' night. Because there are some whatever you can label the guys' drink, but more stout is a better word, drinks. So anyway, we are going to be sharing some of our favorite adult beverages that will go with these snacks.
And obviously, as you can tell, we did a lot of decoration for this. Our kids, actually, Brittany made these.
Me and the kids.
But yeah, so we're going to share, like Brittany said, a couple of great drink options to have with your snacks, whether it be a beer, a hard liquor, a wine, or a mixed drink. And so a couple of different options that you have. Obviously, we're going to be showing you the cookie doughs that we have, which are awesome with a dessert, and as well the protein cakes. As you know, the 1 minute protein cakes with 20 grams of plant-based protein. And so we added a couple fun things to those tonight. And so I'm excited about the chocolate cake because it had a reformulation in this past couple months, and so we relaunched the chocolate cake with mayonnaise.
Instead of using a coconut sugar, we've actually transitioned to a maple sugar. So it's made out of maple syrup, made into maple sugar. It's a low glycemic sugar that makes it a lot sweeter. It still keeps great nutritional value, and it's just totally delicious. And we've gotten so much positive feedback about it, so we're super pumped.
Yeah, and the cake overall, is lighter, is fluffier, it has great texture, and I think it's a home run. So
yeah, and so just so you know where we're coming from, if you are catching this live or the replay, I want you to know we have put together a guide for you. It has a bunch of awesome recipes. It's going to show you each of these pairings. So you can utilize them later. You can take them to a date night later. You can just know what is great for you to drink that will keep you low sugar when you're drinking alcohol. It will also give you some tips and learning of things of how to choose alcoholic beverages that will be low in sugar. And so if you didn't know, I wrote a sugar-free cookbook in 2016. And so we just kind of talk about that in the guide so you know where I'm coming from. I've done a lot of research on this, and this is kind of where we really have why we founded our company. And so here we go. Let's jump into the tasting because this is fun. So our first pairing is.
All right. So the first one is a rosé with a what?
You always yawn on live videos.
With a birthday party? No. So I'm pretty excited about this because the birthday party is just a fantastic.
Oh, and this pairing, yes. It's gonna be so good.
It's a fantastic.
We have some cute little things here. See, we already have it made up.
So there you go.
Flowers, candle, wine. So here's the drink. Go ahead and pour us a little bit of that. So we're gonna taste it with you guys. If you're here, I know some of you got the guide ahead of time. If you have your delicious pairings and your snacks with it, taste it. Let's see how it goes. So in the guide, we did suggest a brand of wine, and we do have their red wine tonight. We did not have it at the store local to us, but it is called Fit Vine Wine. We really do love it because they also kind of found their brand on being low in sugar. But this one is also lifted up local to us.
This is local to us. Los Pinos Ranch.
We love that winery around here. It's
all American rose. So.
Yeah. And so one thing, so on each part of the guide, it gives you a sugar fact. So for this fact, I want you to know that when it comes to buying wine, quality matters. So, and I mean, I've been guilty of buying cheap wine, but when you're trying to stay low in sugar, quality does matter because when it's cheaper, guess what? They do it quicker because we live in a quick, society that wants things quicker. They do it faster, which means they don't give it enough time to ferment out the sugar. When it's done well, it is low in sugar. So we are going to try this together.
Sure. I'm gonna drink. No, don't dip it.
Always good. Always a good choice.
Okay. So obviously,
we did not put our kids to bed, so this is a great date night. Here, you can taste this. But I will say that I think these two are such good pairings because, it's a rosé, it's light, it's pretty. The sprinkles are pretty, if I'm being honest. Like, how fun is that? But just the flavors are going to. Because rosés are a little bit sweeter naturally.
Yeah.
So this one tastes extremely sweet to me. But that is a very good pairing.
I would say that the sweetness of the cookie dough, of the birthday party cookie dough, isn't. It just blends well with
that's good.
The wine.
That's a good pair for sure. That's a must. So highly recommend that one.
What I want to say is, like, you have so much vanilla in that. That rosé.
And then also in the birthday party.
And then the birthday party is a more vanilla, has a vanilla flavors and aroma. And so you have the softness with both the vanilla.
Soft is a good one.
Yeah. Of the rosé and the softness of the cookie dough. And so that is probably it's gonna be hard to beat.
That's a good one. That's like highly recommend those two together.
So rosé with the birthday party definitely will be a fan favorite, and you should try that when you get a chance.
Yeah, and so also I did want to say that rosé also compare really well with like soft cheeses, feta, pistachios, things like that. And I would just say when I was like reading the different things that pairs well with raspberries, it just sounds like an awesome charcuterie board, like some fruits, some soft cheeses, some birthday party cookie dough on this little board, and then your rosé wine sounds amazing. So that would be a great option just to have.
There you go.
I would love that if you ever just make me a board with cheese and birthday party cookie dough and wine.
We have that probably.
Yeah, but I
once
make
a
it.
week.
I make it. If you make it, it'd be like, oh my word, what's happening? Miguel's more like wants like a meal. I'm like, hey, this like board of cheese and a little bit of meat and some bread. That'll do, right?
I come home expecting, like, all hot, ready to.
Hot and ready.
Not hot and ready sometimes, but what do we have this week? That was chicken pot pie.
Homemade.
A chicken pot pie, a chili. Something hearty. But when you have like Lunchables, for dinner, it doesn't quite hit the spot. But when you pair a rosé with it, it probably does.
It'll be good. All right, so our next one is fun because this one is a recipe. Can you get the camera to tilt down a tiny bit? So this one is a recipe, and it is our amaretto, our amaretto sour. Oh no, I want them to be able to see me. So an amaretto sour, and it's paired with our oatmeal raisin cookie dough. I just want to tell you this really quick about oatmeal raisin. People sometimes are like, oh, I'm not a fan of oatmeal, not a fan of raisins, but when they taste this, the flavor is so good. It's so good. So you will love it. So let me get all the stuff here to move it over for us, and we will see how to make this drink. So this is one, if you get the guide, you have this recipe. So that's awesome.
So I'll give you all some details on, regarding the oatmeal raisin. Like Brittany said, it has a lot of flavor in it, and so it being paired with a amaretto sour, still a lot of flavor that comes with amaretto sour, with the almond, the whiskey, honey. Now I wish we were able to have honey in our cookie dough, but we chose maple, or actually we chose cinnamon, coconut sugar and this cookie dough. But with the molasses that's in it, with the raisins that's in it, there's so many flavors that come out with this cookie dough that it's really hard not to enjoy it. So Brittany's gonna give you a demonstration of some of the things going in this amaretto.
Yeah.
And
so I also want to say, when you're drinking alcohol, one of our tips, and that's why I have us some glasses of water, is for every alcoholic beverage that you drink, have 2 glasses of water to every 1 glass of alcohol. It will help keep you at bay, but it also helps keep us, when we drink a lot, we have a tendency to want to snack a lot. So if you're looking to stay low in sugar on your drinks, you also want to make sure you're not just reaching for all the foods, because like say you're with friends, you're at a party, Super Bowl tomorrow or whatever, it's easy to be drinking and have a couple drinks and then just eat all the chips and dip. All the chips and dip and things like that. So,
what does he want?
Would you like to have this? Okay, you can stand right here by me. So I'm going to show you this drink, but keep in mind, as you are drinking, have some water with it. So, okay, I already mixed up our 1/4 cup of hot water or warm water with honey. It's a tablespoon of honey. This recipe, like I said, is in the guide, so make sure you click through and get the guide. We'll put the link on this if you haven't already, but most of you that got this link for this live, you already know about it. So the guide has this recipe. It is one of my top favorites for sure. So you put 1/4 cup of water, warm water, so that the honey dissolves. And then we're gonna do 1/4 teaspoon of almond extract, which it is crazy. This was like one of the first alcoholic drinks I ever had. Say growing up. No, when I was like, mainly when right before we got married on my bachelorette party, I drank this and it was great. And I loved it. And so I just recently figured out how to make it. The smell of that almond extract in there is so good. Then you're going to take half a lemon and some kind of juicer, or you can just squeeze it, but this is helpful. We just found this after we've been unpacking our kitchen in our new house, and I'm going to squeeze it and get all the juice as much as I can out of there. Because this one, the great thing about it is it's a little sweet and a little sour. That's why it's called the Amaretto Sour. The Amaretto has like the almond. And then for the alcohol, what's the word?
Whiskey.
Well, you can use whiskey or you can use vodka, which I really do like whiskey best with it, but we actually kind of forgot whiskey. So I'm gonna pour that in there, set that aside. I have a little cup. Toss some ice in there. Okay, and then you want to do 1.5 ounces or like a shot of whiskey. Tell me when, because I don't have a.
Oh, did I? Go. Stop.
I did not bring the. I don't have any kind of whiskey. Yeah.
Like this would have been.
Oh, that would have been good. Okay.
How much did you put in?
1.5 ounces. And so then you're just going to top it on ice. Now, one little trick is if you use really hot water, that's why I did it before. You want to melt it in, but you don't want to pour super hot water over ice. Otherwise, you're going to get a watered down drink. So you want to kind of let it sit for a while or put it in the freezer for a minute. You have this little guy. Okay. And then we're going to have it with our, what? Oatmeal raisin cookie dough. Boom. This is going to be good. So if you're with us, if you made this, remember, I'm going to go over it again. 1/4 cup of warm water, a tablespoon of honey, mix it together. You're going to put 1/4 teaspoon of your almond extract extract in there. Now, if you make it, I did try to make it with like vanilla extract or something like that just for kicks because I didn't have almond once. It's not the same. It's a good drink, but it is not the same. The almond makes that amaretto flavor. And then you're also going to, after that, you're going to put in the lemon. So half a lemon squeezed, an ounce and a half of your whiskey or vodka, and then put some ice on it, and we're going to taste it.
There you go. So I just want to give you all a sneak peek of the cookie dough. So oats, raisins, almond flour, coconut sugar.
Something about the cinnamon molasses with that almond extract.
I knew it was going to be a win.
If you did not do that with us live right now, you got to make this later. It's like on point. So yeah, I said the birthday one might be my favorite, but this one, no, these are good pairs. I'm really impressed. We did pretty good pairing these. Those are good. Okay, so have a little drink.
There you go.
Yeah, that's really impressively good. I'm loving that. Whoop.
So here you go. So I'll give you some details on the Omo raisin. Right over 100 grams of calories, or sorry, 100 calories. 6 grams of fat, 1 gram of fiber, 10 grams of carbs. This is per serving. So one of these balls, actually 2 of these balls, there you go, is 1 serving. So 4 grams of protein and 4 grams of sugar. So just a full, well balanced.
Yeah. And so just remember, chase the drink with 1 or 2 glasses of water. You'll be happier about it later, and you may not be snacking as much. And so one thing about when you're having mixed drinks or things like that, or wine, use them as a dessert. Don't use them as a pre-dinner because it's going to make you hungrier. It's going to make you snacker. You're going to be quicker to get tipsy and you won't have as much self-control or care. You're just going to be eating whatever. But when you drink it after and drink it slow and nice after dinner to enjoy it as like a dessert or with a dessert, then you're more likely just to enjoy that. And then if you feel like you want 1 or 2 more glasses, then have some water with it to stay at bay, because we're going to get in this we are going to get into this in a little while about what it does to your fat burning process. But just know alcohol isn't sugar, but its fate is nearly the same due to the fact that it makes you want more and more food.
Yeah, the process, the way your body processes it is similar to.
Yeah, so that's a win. Do that if you haven't. Try that. All right, so we're going to move on to the next one, which is also another recipe, but super easy to make. Like, just easy.
So she's going to do a sparkling vodka and we're going to have a cinnamon latte with this. So we've got some sparkling water, and then
sparkling water. So okay, I'm gonna do 2 things for you. That's why I'm here. That's why I got you. So cinnamon latte cake is here. Got all of our cakes on one thing here. Grab this while I make the beverage. Okay, so this is so easy because literally you're just mixing like 2 things. This, when I first gave up sugar, I remember it was like the best thing to drink was a dark red wine, like Merlot. And I was just like, I'm not a fan. I mean, I barely drank wine back then. I was just, if I did, it was sweet stuff. And I was not accustomed to good wine. And so it was really hard for me. So I remember we went out on a week-long vacation, just us. And I was like, I need a drink to
that's
order.
never happened.
That hasn't happened since. We only had 1 kid then. Anyway, so we looked something up, and it was this vodka and sparkling water basically, and then you just squeeze a little citrus. It wasn't awesome, but it got better, and now I love it.
Well, I think they actually had a flavored vodka.
Oh yes, because you can get flavored vodka too, which
with
is
sparkling water.
Yeah.
And
so at some places you can order a citrus vodka, a vanilla vodka, which basically is infused. So it'd be like vanilla beans infused into vodka, or oranges infused into vodka, or lemon. So you can do that, which is the vanilla one is awesome usually. Yep. So tonight we just have a regular vodka. Where's that little thing? There we go. And we're going to measure it and pour it into a cup. And I'm going to show you 2 ways that you can do this. So we need 1.5 ounces. Can you see it?
Yep.
ounce and a half of vodka.
That's wrong.
That'll do for now. And then you're going to do half a cup of sparkling water. And then you can take any citrus like lemon, lime, or an orange. I'm just gonna guess at it. And you can just squeeze it in. Boom. Drop it in. You can top one on the side if you want, just for being cute.
Fancy.
Yep, fancy. And then we're gonna have it with our chocolate or our cinnamon latte cake, which is quite an interesting thing to me.
The pairing.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I feel like it's good because this is kind of like it's a caffeinated cake, cinnamon also, but then you have this light spritzy drink. So. In a minute. I kind of love that. That's a good pairing too, because that cinnamon, and then it's like a heavier cake to me. That one is. It's really good with a coconut cream on top of it and some cinnamon, also very good. And so I would encourage you to try it with that, with a little topping. But this is a good pairing because, like I said, a light drink. It feels
it's a
really
very
light.
Man, I would even put this with even light beer. I mean, because if you had something lighter and
Yep. Go eat it.
like we're going to mention, in a second, Michelob Ultra, something that just doesn't, not overpowering, just very nice and simple. But the cake has so much punch of cinnamon and coffee, not actually coffee flavoring, but just a richness of coffee.
Yeah.
That the lightness of a beer or the vodka and soda helps give that balance of the two different pairings.
And then I would also say that if you were like, that is not good to me, I need something sweeter than that, you're used to pina coladas and all the sweet margaritas, all those things, I would tell you to try a Zevia. So a Zevia is a drink made with stevia. It's non-alcoholic drink, so it's a sweeter sparkling water. Basically, there's all different flavors. There's some root beer flavors, there's some grape soda flavors, there's some orange soda flavors. This one is ginger ale, and so we thought this would make a nice pairing. Do you want to taste it, or you just want to talk about it? Okay, I kind of do too, because these are super sweet. We've actually never done this ourselves because we like just a plain sparkling water.
We typically don't have Zevia on hand,
but right now Sam's has them in a huge case, all the different flavors.
That's good.
So I'm gonna put a little bit too much of the vodka in there. There you go, try that.
Well, I mean,
you like it?
Yeah, I mean, it's
let's see, it's way different.
Very sweet.
That's pretty good though.
I think I would prefer just.
I kind of like that though because the citrus in it just tastes so good. But if you need sweeter, try the Zevia with it. You won't be disappointed for sure. So also, just if you're looking to stay low sugar, like one of the girls that did our group that we just did is called the Fresh You group that we ran through Ezra Snacks. We invited people in to learn all about sugar, the impacts of sugar, how it impacts you, your body, your mental state, your emotions, your behavior, your children's behavior, all those things, how to change up your lifestyle. She just shared that since we started 5 weeks ago, she's already down 10 pounds by and not only that, but then eating whole foods. And so if you're looking for like, what alcohol do I go to if I need something? And I remember this from back in the day when we first did some health coaching stuff. We went on a trip to Mexico and our friend was doing a physique competition, and he said the only thing he could drink was tequila because it was the best thing for you, the like lowest and everything. So your top pick is going to be tequila, but not full of all the other like sweet stuff. But then your next pick will be vodka. And then, like I said, you don't want to drink too much. You want to top it with water. Otherwise, it's going to send you going for tons of food. So, all right, next up is...
We got this whiskey and peanut butter chocolate cake. And so, man, I tell you what, I love this pairing, primarily because I love whiskey. And I mean, that's essentially my go-to type of alcohol if I'm going to enjoy. Just because it hits all, it's it's just it's a simple drink to enjoy. You don't need a lot of it, and with the chocolate cake, same way.
Peanut butter
It
cake.
hits all the chocolate peanut butter cake.
Yeah.
It hits all the need. Specifically,
Did you already say how you make our cakes? So we made them ahead of time. They are made in the microwave. So if you're new around here, you don't know, our cakes are made in the microwave. So we have 3 flavors. This is our peanut butter chocolate blast.
So they're 1-minute protein cakes, and so essentially, if you've had a mug cake in the past, from any other type of brand out there, some of our product, 2 ounces of water, microwave for 1 minute, and then you get 20 grams of plant-based protein.
No refined sugar.
No refined sugar, gluten-free, dairy-free, vegan.
No artificial flavors or sweeteners or anything like that. It's very clean, delicious, a great dessert with some whiskey.
And
it's
really,
a great
really just
breakfast.
a filling.
Anything.
Yeah, well, I'm saying dessert, but
breakfast,
food.
late night snack, whatever. Yeah. And also, if you are like, that's a big bag, I don't even know if I like it, you can try it. But you can try I was say before you buy it, but you can try a sample pack. So we have what's called the Easy Snack Pack on our website, where you can get a single serving of all 3 of our flavors to try them out, see which one you like before you get a big bag. But this is a great one with whiskey. And I just want to say, just alcohol in general, if you're wondering, like, but a lot of it is made with sugar, like, right? Like the sugar feeds on the yeast and all that. It feeds all the things. It's part of the fermentation. Well, during the fermentation, the enzymes actually gobble up the sugar. And that's why I said earlier, like, quality matters, because when it's cheaper, they're doing it faster. They don't care as much. They don't do it as cleanly or as well. That's another reason why we like this wine that we're actually about to show y'all, because they do it so well and they care about keeping it low in sugar, because you can definitely have a lot of sugar, even if it's just grapes in the wine, because there's fructose in those grapes, which is the natural sugar in your fruit. And if you don't let it eat away at it, if you don't let the enzymes in the process eat away at it, then you're going to have a high sugar alcoholic beverage. So not only we have the residual outcome of drinking a lot, you also have the residual outcome of a lot of sugar. And so just know that does matter. And so wine, beer, and hard liquors, well, good wine, like I said, they don't generally have a lot of leftover sugars, because it's been, like I said, the enzymes have been gobbled up or have gobbled up the sugar. So that is our next one. Okay, so going on to number, I think 5 out of 6. We're almost there. We're almost to the end. Okay, this one is fun. This one, like we said, it's like, because we're using our dark chocolate cake. We also highly recommend topping our cakes with fun things. We put some unicorn sprinkles from Lily's chocolate here, because it's just a good addition. And this cake is like bomb these days with that maple sugar.
Yeah.
So we've got this.
I'm excited to open this up.
Boom. Dark chocolate extreme, dark chocolate, and a dark red wine, a Cab Sad from Fitvine Wine is a great pairing. So this is what we're gonna have tonight. And I'm excited to have these 2 together, because honestly, a lot of times I don't eat, like when I drink coffee and things like that, I try not to eat a lot with it. I don't love like mixing that tart flavor with anything, or with sweet stuff, especially. Like a lot of people will like sweet things with their coffee. And that's kind of how I feel about this usually, but I'm excited to try it. I think these 2 together are gonna
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I mean, just the bold flavor that both of these have. A lot of boldness in the chocolate. And I know the wine itself is bold overall. And
that smells good. So now this is what I drink. So I mentioned earlier when I first gave it sugar, it was like, drink red wine. And I was like, no, wait, can I have sweet wine? No, because that's like not done well. These dark red wines are hard to drink, but now I love them. They're my favorite for sure. And
wow.
You like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, like I said, it's very well balanced. It's
let's see.
We know from
get a little bite.
I guess essentially just the background of chocolate and wine, chocolate and red wine, is that it just goes really well together. And so not only is that dark red wine pair well with the chocolate, but also like aged cheeses, Gouda cheese, and
sharp cheddar.
Yeah, sharp cheddar, and really just those really bold.
Which those are my favorite kind of cheeses.
I would say almost heavy cheeses,
cheeses,
where there's a lot of
They've just
flavor.
been aged a long time. There's some good ones from like Kerrygold. Oh, they're my favorite.
And so the red one does a really great job with the chocolate, because
yeah, that's a good pair right there. I'm just telling you,
it's almost like a perfect pair with the birthday party and the rosé that we had earlier, just because they balance each other out. There's
you have the light fizzy one over here and then the dark heavier one right here. They're both good. I would say if you want to have a lot of fun with a book club or a girls' night that's once a month, or your spouse or your boyfriend or girlfriend, do this, like break this down into like, we're going to do a pairing like each week or once a month, and pull these two snacks together, or like the dessert and the beverage. Like I said, sometimes you can make them like the two recipes we gave you, or you can just have this good wine and pair it. Good conversation, maybe a game. This is really fun. We should even do it ourselves.
It was fun.
Yeah, so like I said, a dark red wine is the best for a low sugar wine, because the fructose in the grapes is what ferments and becomes alcohol, leaving the finished product very low in sugar. So
again, that was with the 1 minute protein cake and the dark chocolate. Man, we've gone a full circle. I mean, even the past 3 years trying to develop this specific flavor, because the first time we use cacao powder, and it was super dark, like super duper, very hard, almost hard to enjoy because it was so dark. Then we went to cocoa powder, and still had that earthy flavoring, but still really great formula for our chocolate cake. And then we increased a couple of different things with the chocolate cake in this past. You like that fire?
I do. I like the candle.
It almost looks fake.
I know, it's a cute little candle.
We have a lot of candles in our house. Don't tell your sister that.
She's a Scentsy consultant.
So. But long story short, we've gone a long ways with the chocolate cake, and so really excited right now of where it's at. We think it tastes. It's probably one of the top fan favorites.
Yeah, people are loving it right now.
People
and our kids shifted
enjoyed it.
from they didn't love it. We have to do some things to make them love it, and now they love it. So yeah. So
I mean, the last thing I was gonna say, adding a topping to that
is always good.
Is great. But yeah.
So our last pairing is our classic chocolate chip cookie dough. Here we go. Classic chocolate chip, a fan favorite for sure, because who doesn't like a chocolate chip cake? And this is edible. There's no egg. You can just eat it. You just eat it like you do a breakaway cookie, but this is way better for you. Like we said, I think we said every.
Try to open that.
Here you go.
Turn my hand up.
Every serving has 4 grams of protein in our cookie dough. So like a cookie would have 4 grams of protein, which is awesome. And we're gonna pair this with a beer tonight.
So we have
2 options.
We have 2 options for you. Just because with that with the classic chocolate chip cookie dough, it's easy just to go with it's best to go not something on the heavy side of flavor, that you would have like with a stout beer, or on the super crazy side with IPA, where it's a lot of flavor, a lot of hoppiness. But to go something very neutral, that will blend well with the cookie dough. And so this Amber Ale has a lot of sweet caramel notes in it. We're going with the New Belgian Fat Tire, and so as you see, just almost that same color, coloration that you would get with the chocolate chip cookie dough. And so it complements really well with the richness and the spices within the chocolate chip. And so but as well, Michelob Ultra is just a great beer, very low in carbs, very low in calories. I think this is pushing like 95 calories and only 2.5 carbs.
And that's a big one. Yeah, that's why you see this a lot at the end of races, I guess. I don't really know how to give it to you, but I'm not a real big beer fan. So when I run a race and we got one back in San Angelo, I just handed it to him. I was like, I'm not gonna drink it.
Yeah, but just great, great pairing, a light beer or a amber ale as well. So.
And then I just want to say, we're saying this is a classic beer, classic chocolate chip cookie dough.
Oh, so good.
But also beers go with a lot of other classic things like football games and chips and dip and things like that. And even though beer has no sugar in it, guess what? It does have a lot of carbs. So you have to be careful with that as far as like if you're looking out for taking care of your body and things like that.
But 2.5 now, a lot of beers now are coming out with 0 carbs or I think there's one.
I actually didn't know that because I'm a big beer.
Yeah, they're coming out with more and more with 0, lower calories, lower carbs. Because more people are more aware of what's going on in their body because it matters. And so, but man, this amber ale is great.
And then, like I said earlier, we were going to talk about what alcohol does to your metabolism. He's so like, he's still pairing it. Okay. I'll talk about that in a minute. Here, have a bite.
You want to see?
It's a date night.
I knew that was going to come sooner or later this evening.
Did you want to like cross it over?
No.
Just both my arms. I'm sure kids would look like at our wedding. Not beer. Oh yeah, that's good. I'm not even a beer fan, but that's really good together. Want this?
Well, I mean, really just the sweetness of the chocolate chip with the amber ale.
Yeah, it's really good. So what I want to say about that is that when you're drinking any kind of alcoholic beverage, just know that it's going to be sidelining your fat burning. So your body's always doing something. So if you choose to drink alcohol, your body's going to be processing the alcohol versus maybe burning the fat. So you just have to be careful with that and just be aware of what you choose. That doesn't mean you can't drink. That just means choose the nights you drink. Try to take water with your alcohol so that you don't overdrink and snack and all the things. So
yeah, obviously Ezra Snacks definitely promotes and wants to promote not only healthy eating but also healthy drinking. So being drink all the water. Being aware of how much you're drinking is a must, no matter whether you're pairing it with our snacks or not. If you're not being responsible with what you're putting in your body, not only just with food but with alcohol, you just have to be safe. And we want to be on the front side of that, sharing that you can enjoy beverages, but just do them responsibly. So that's my disclaimer.
Dad spill?
No, my disclaimer.
Disclaimer. Yeah, that's good. So that's really good. But we just wanted to have fun with you guys because it's Valentine's Day almost, and just share with you some fun things like desserts that pair well with different adult beverages. And we just want to say thanks for joining. We hope y'all learned some things. We hope you enjoy the recipes. You make them. If you make them, or if you're on here, take a picture, tag us.
Yes,
comment if you're live and let us know you're on here. If you watch it later, tell us what you learned or what you enjoyed, because we love feedback. We love to know that things like this, that you get something out of it, that you enjoy it, that it's helpful for you. And we're so thankful we got to do this with y'all and with all 3 of our kids tonight. What a great date night this was.
I will tell you, I can't wait until the next date night when
Grandma has the kids.
Yeah, when we get to share the wealth of child having around with the grandparents.
Yeah.
So or the aunt,
that needs to move close very soon. So
if you didn't know, Brittany and I just reminding me of this, worked at a restaurant in Abilene, and
years ago
we were catering and doing that before kids, and
oh, you've had that since then.
I've had this since then.
Yeah, because he used to serve all the.
I was catering and opening wine, but we actually catered, or we were the servers for a catering event that we were just the only ones there. We were the bartenders. Sorry. We were the bartenders for that event, and what just a fun experience to celebrate with people and the events that they're having in their lives. But that just reminded me of what we did in the past.
Yeah.
But thank you for your time tonight. What a fun time to celebrate with y'all, with your spouse, with your loved one, having fun around cakes, around alcohol, and
Some
enjoying.
cookie dough.
Yeah, cookie
And
dough.
we encourage you to gift things from small businesses, gift things that are better for your health. Don't just get all the junk at the normal stores.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you so much. We're gonna wrap it up from there because our kids are going crazy
and we
behind the
have to put on
screen.
the bed.
And I'm
So.
about to tear someone up.
All right. Good night, y'all, and have a safe weekend celebrating all the things.
Peace.